And we are back on Sportsman Radio. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I'm now joined by one of the newest members of the Cincinnati Bengals. He's from Southern Illinois and also plays outside linebacker. He is Jayson DiManche. Thanks for joining the show today, Jayson. How's it going?
It's going real well. Nice to be out here in Southern Illinois and, just enjoying the weather.
Yeah, man, I'm here in the south suburbs of Chicago. First off, I got to ask you, I know you're from New Jersey. Have you ever been downtown and checked out the city of Chicago?
Yeah, I've been there once or twice, and it's definitely a cool place, a nice city. A little more spread out than I'm used to in the city where I'm from, but it's definitely a great city to be in.
All right, well, hey, I want to start this interview off by, I know you're from New Jersey. You attended Hamilton West High School. How did you decide that you'll be attending Southern Illinois?
Really, when I was making my decision on where to go to college, I had a couple opportunities, not that many. I was very highly recruited, but I wanted to get as far as I could away from home to try, get out on my own and grow a little bit. So, Southern Illinois offered me a scholarship, and, it's about 15-hour drive from home. So, I thought that was far enough for me to get away from the parents and stuff and see what I could do myself.
And I see you redshirted your first year at SIU. Before committing to SIU, did you know you'll be redshirting that year?
Yeah, Coach Lennon had a track record of redshirting his freshman. So I pretty much knew going into it that I was going to redshirt, and I was looking forward to it. I wanted to, I know I needed a year to mature physically and mentally, and it worked out pretty well for me.
And in your second year at SIU, you were on the field in a couple of games, and of course in your third year, you became a starter. Heading into that season, did you know that you'll be a starting outside linebacker for SIU, or did you have to, turn some eyes and impress your coaches at practice?
When I first came, there was a lot of competition outside linebacker. We had about 6 guys that were junior, seniors, and rotating and playing heavily, and had been playing heavily, so I knew I was going to have to wait my turn. Going into my sophomore season, I had, the second string outside linebacker. I had seen her serving me, and I knew, if I wanted to be a starter, I'd have to beat him out. And, really, it was after that first week of spring ball, I beat him out, and, Coach pretty much put me in the starting lineup, and I've stuck ever since then.
You had 7 sacks in that 2010 season. Can you tell us about your first sack you had at SIU and how it felt?
My first sack, first game against a D2 opponent, actually, Quincy University, and it was just coming off the edge later in the game. We had been putting it on pretty good, and I was getting off the edge all game. They were just really getting rid of the ball quick, and I was getting frustrated, but we were getting in, and I just got off we called it an all-out blitz, and I knew somebody was going to get there. I just wanted to get there first to get my first official sack, and I just got off the ball, and everybody got off the ball pretty well, but I kind of ran around everybody on my own team and got sacked, so it was pretty good. It was fun. It was an exciting moment.
You had 7 sacks in that 2010 season, I said. You also had 42 tackles, 4 sacks, and 2 forced. In 2011, you recorded 42 sacks. 42 tackles, 4 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Sorry about that. And now let's just get to this past season where you led the team in sacks with 8 and helped SIU finish 10th in the nation in rushing defense. Now, Jayson, I told you before we started this interview that I'm about to graduate high school and go on to college. Can you tell us about your experience at SIU, both football-wise and, pretty much school-wise?
Football-wise, it was definitely a great experience. I played with a lot of really good players. A couple players who are in the NFL right now and have played in the NFL. And, like you said, our defense finished 10th in the nation in rushing defense, and was a pretty good conference in the FCS, a really tough, hard-nosed conference. And we played good football. One of had a fellow teammate, defensive lineman, signed with the Seahawks, and also another D lineman that is going to get ready to play in the CFL. So, we had a good defense, and it was a great experience playing with those guys. They're really good players and really good guys, and extremely hard workers. School-wise, it was also a great experience. Learned a lot, met a lot of good people. People from this university, from this area. I went
And now you've had the chance to do both as a outside linebacker, but what would you rather have, a forced fumble and recovered fumble, or just an interception?
I'd rather get a forced fumble. You know, I'm a guy, a linebacker that kind of embrace the contact that comes with football. So, you know, getting that forced fumble, you know, you're gonna get your hands on somebody and kind of take the ball away from them, and that I think that's a bit of a better feeling than, you know, just getting an interception and having the ball thrown to you. You know, when you actually take the ball away from somebody.
All right, and you wore the number 34 at SIU. Is there any specific reason why you wore that number, or was it just given to you?
I had a teammate from New Jersey who also played outside linebacker. He was a great player. His name was James Cloud. He actually was in camp with, I think, the Cleveland Browns for a while before he got cut. But he was number 33, and, you know, I really looked up to him. And he was one of my favorite players ever to watch in person. And I remember the last game of his senior season, he was kind of walking off the field and kind of, you know, told me, I was a freshman at the time, and he just kind of told me, you know, that I was next. So I kind of got the number 34 just because, you know, it was next after 33, and I figured, you know, hey, if I was next, I might as well be the next number up in line of really great outside linebackers that played at SIU.
All right. You guys are listening to Sportsman Radio. I'm your host, Chris Schanfeld, talking with Bengals linebacker Jayson DiManche. Jayson, the 2013 NFL draft just went by, and surprisingly, you were not drafted. You know, what was it like just to, you know, go sit through the draft and not hear your name called? Were you expecting to hear your name called?
I've been hearing things, you know, late rounds and stuff like that, but I'm a really business-like type of person when it comes to football, and, you know, I wasn't really concerned about getting drafted or anything like that. All I needed was an opportunity to get my foot in the door, and, you know, just from my workouts and visits and things were working out, I knew that I was going to get the opportunity, whether it be from the draft or free agency, and regardless, I know I didn't get drafted. Everybody wants to get drafted, but I wasn't really concerned about that. But it worked out for the best. I think I went to the team that best suits me and is going to give me the best opportunity. So it's probably the best that I didn't get drafted.
And how quickly did your phone start ringing after that NFL draft?
My phone was ringing during the 7th round. Really, teams kind of started calling after their last picks. And, you know, once the draft was officially over, it really kind of went off the hook. And my agent gave me a call and just told me don't answer the phone. That he would handle the whole thing. So, you know, it was kind of crazy. The phone has never rang like that off the hook before. But, you know, it was an exciting time.
Now, I read an article and it said you wanted to play for two teams, either the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Cincinnati Bengals. Can I ask you why those two teams?
You know, I felt like they just offered me, both those teams offered me the best opportunity to come in and compete and show what I could do. Jacksonville had a lot of open spots at linebacker, and, you know, linebacker coach there had been, you know, very communicative with me and let me know what my situation would be and how I'd be able to come to compete. And so to a couple other people from this staff that kind of were reiterating the same thing. And, you know, the Bengals obviously had a great opportunity for me. Coach Gunther, I think he's a really good guy, a really good coach. And I know coming in that I have the opportunity to show I could do there as well. And, you know, it kind of just came down to that. And you know, I think Cincinnati just kind of offered me the best opportunity. Also, you know, I want to come in and play with the best and then have a good opportunity to win right away. And you know, I think Cincinnati also offered the best opportunity to do that as well.
And, of course, you did sign with the Cincinnati Bengals. And just last season, we seen an undrafted linebacker in Vontaze Burfict go undrafted and lead the team in tackles. So that has to excite you.
Oh, definitely. Cincinnati's going to have two undrafted guys, at least starting for them at linebacker core, you know, Vontaze and James Harrison. So it's exciting to watch those guys come up. And, you know, they didn't hear their names called in the draft. You know, obviously, they probably saw a little bit of disappointment, but they've gone on to make, you know, have exceptional careers in the NFL, especially James Harrison, who is, you know, a guy that a lot of guys that, you know, go undrafted are overlooked or kind of look up to.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, Cincinnati has a great linebacking core, and, you know, it's only helping that team out by adding you. Now, Jayson, can you tell myself and Cincinnati Bengals fans what we can expect out of you, Jayson DiManche, this upcoming season with the Cincinnati Bengals?
You just expect me to work extremely hard, do whatever I can to help the team out, help the defense out, and one thing that I'm definitely always going to bring is a whole lot of energy on the field, whether it be practice, game day, whatever it is. I come with a lot of energy, and you can see it in the way I play. So that's what you can expect: a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and hopefully a lot of plays being made.
All right, man. Hey, that sounds great. I wish you the best of luck. And before I let you go, I want to just ask a quick few fun questions, just to get to know you a little bit more. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Jayson. What is your favorite TV show and movie?
My favorite TV show would have to be. I kind of have to. I'm not watching ESPN. I really like that show Wipeout. I don't know why, it just kind of makes me laugh. I watch it with my family all the time. We sit there laughing at people, falling, trying to get through those obstacle courses. And another one of my favorite shows you probably won't expect is definitely, I would say the show, but network is Animal Planet. I watch Animal Planet all day long. I don't know why. It's just, if it's not on ESPN, it's on Animal Planet most likely.
All right, any favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I'm a big movie watcher. I'm a Netflix guy, so I have a ton of favorite movies. I just saw Iron Man, and I definitely love that trilogy, Batman. I'm a big superhero guy, so any superhero movie, I'll try to watch it over and over again.
All right, favorite thing to eat?
Favorite thing to eat is definitely a nice steak. Any type of steak. Medium well is fine with me. Anytime that's served up, I would definitely eat the whole thing.
Hey, that sounds good to me, man. And I know you're on Twitter. Why do you make it important to connect with your fans?
Twitter, I think, is a great way to connect with fans and family as well. People who want to follow you, see what you're doing. It's a good way if anybody needs to contact you for anything. Twitter is a great source to do that. It's kind of being surpassed Facebook in terms of its usage, I think, and Facebook's become kind of cluttered. So, Twitter's a good way to make it simple and easy to follow what people are doing, and I like to use it as a way for people to follow me and know what I'm doing, and I don't have anything to hide, and for me to follow people and that I'm interested in they're doing. So, I think Twitter is a great network, and definitely love using it.
Except for football, what is your favorite sport?
Basketball. Basketball is my first love. Left-handed, so that's really hard to stop. When you're going against a left-handed player, coming from New Jersey. That was my first sport ever. Won a state championship my sophomore year in high school, and I thought I was going to be a basketball player growing up. I thought I was going to keep getting taller, but I stopped at about 6'1", so I kind of gave the basketball dream up.
Hey man, I'm 5'10". If you ever come back out here to Chicago, you just watch out for me, all right?
Yeah, I will.
Hey man,
I don't know about your Chicago cats though. I think some of you guys came up to Jersey. I don't know if you lasted long on the court.
Hey, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Jayson, if you're able to meet any famous person, who would that be and why?
If I were to meet any famous person, if I could meet any famous person, it'd be Samuel L. Jackson. I think he's an extremely hard worker. The guy's in almost every single movie ever made, and I want to just ask him how he does it, how he's able to get from place to place like that and be able to be in every single movie. I don't get it, and I think he's a great actor and real funny actor as well. So I'd love to meet Samuel L. Jackson and ask him how he does it.
All right, and last but not least, what is something about Mr. Jayson DiManche that many people do not know?
Something about me that many people don't know. I like to say that I'm left-handed. There's only about 10% population left-handed, and I'm pretty ambidextrous. Even when playing basketball, I'm good with my right hand as well. So a lot of times people don't notice I'm left-handed, but I am left-handed. That makes me different, and I definitely embrace that.
Hey, man, I'm right-handed, so it definitely is different. Jayson, I really appreciate your time today, man. It really was a pleasure to have you on the show. Hopefully we could do it again in the future. But before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to plug on there for myself and our listeners?
Nope, nothing else. Just, go Cincinnati, Who Dey, and go Dogs as well. So that's how you got to say that.
All right, sounds good, man. Hey, good luck this upcoming season, and take care.
Thank you so much.